Hi my dear friends, Namaste. Hope all of you are superb and welcome to Hashkumas My World channel friends. And today our topic is on Indian cement industry and its statistics. Why I had chosen this topic? Because this gives a good knowledge on present scenario of the cement industry in India towards the global market. And let us get into the topic friends. A brief summary on Indian cement industry and statistics. Dear friends, those who didn't subscribe till now, please subscribe to my channel by pressing subscribe button and press bell icon to get fast updates to you. And today's our topics covered are first one Indian history of cement, second one brief introduction, and third one market size, and fourth one investments, and fifth one employment opportunities, and sixth government initiatives, seventh pollution control, eighth top Indian cement producers, ninth total contribution to economy and sales, and 10th India's domestic and export share, 11th latest developments. Coming to history of Indian cement industry. Firstly, in 1889, a Kolkata based cement company started manufacturing cement from argillaceous. Later, the industry started getting the organized shape in the early 1900s. That is, India Cement Company Limited was established in 1914 in Porbandar with a capacity of 10,000 tons and production of 1,000 tons installed. The first initial thrust to the cement industry in India was during the World War I. And then the industry started growing at a fast rate in terms of production, manufacturing units, and installed capacity. This particular stage in the history was referred to as the beginning stage of Indian cement industry. That is, in 1927, Concrete Association of India was established to create public awareness on the utility of cement as well as to propagate cement consumption. In the year 1956, the Indian cement industry saw the price distribution control system, which was established to ensure fair price model for consumers as well as manufacturers. Later, in the year 1977, government authorized new manufacturing units to put a higher price tag for their products. After some years, government introduced a three-tier pricing system with different pricing on cement produced in high, medium and low cost blends. In the year 1982, Government of India introduced a quota system to give a boost to the cement industry. A quota of 66.60% was imposed for sales to government and the small real estate developers. Lower quota at 50% was affected to the new units and the 6 units, and the remaining 33.40% was allotted to sold in an open market. These changes had the desirable effects on the Indian cement industry and the profitability of the manufacturers increased substantially. But such rising input cost was a cause for concern. Complete freedom to the cement industry was given in the year 1989 to gear it up to meet the challenges of free market competition due to the impending policy of liberalization. In the year 1991, the industry was delicensed, which resulted in an accelerated growth for the industry and the availability of the state-of-art technology for modernization. Major players invested heavily for capacity expansion in the industry. This laid greater focus on exports to maximize the opportunity available in the form of global markets. The role of government has been extremely crucial in the growth of the industry. And next topic is introduction to Indian industry. And India is the second largest producer of cement in the world. India's cement industry is a vital part of its economy, providing employment to more than 1 million people, directly or indirectly. Ever since it was deregulated in the year 1982, the Indian cement industry had attracted huge investments both from the Indian as well as the foreign investors. India has a lot of potential for the development in the infrastructure and construction sector, and the cement sector is expected to largely benefit from it. Some of the recent major initiatives such as development of 100 smart cities are expected to provide a major boost to the sector. Expecting such developments in the country and aided by suitable government foreign policies, several foreign players such as Lafarge Holcim, Heidelberg Cement and Vicat has invested in the country in the recent past. A significant factor which aids the growth of this sector is the ready availability of the raw materials for making cement such as limestone and coal. Market size in India. With 509 million tons per year of cement production capacity as of 2018, India is the second largest cement producer in the world and accounts for the over 8% of the global installed capacity as of 2018. Cement production is reached to 337.32 million tons in year 2018-19 and stood at 247.43 million tons between April to December 2019. The cement production capacity is estimated to touch 550 million tons by 2020. Of the total capacity, 98% lies in the private sector and the rest in the public sector. The top 20 companies account for around 70% of the total production. The demand of the cement industry is expected to achieve 550 to 600 million tons per annum constantly by 2025. Because of the expanding request of different divisions, that is housing, commercial, construction and industrial construction. Coming to investments in India. According to the data released by the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, that is DIPP, cement and gypsum products attracted foreign direct investments, that is FDI, worth 5.28 billion US dollars between 2000 April and 2019 June. Some of the major investments in Indian cemetery industry are as follows. Emami Cement currently has 3 manufacturing units assets with a capacity of 5.6 million tons. In May 2019, SEBI approved Emami Cements Limited as initial public offering, that is IPO. And JK Cements will spend about rupees 1,700 crores to increase its production capacity to 15 million tons by the end of 2020. As the December 2018, Raised Cement Company is planning to invest 700 million US dollars in India by 2022. During 2017-2018, Ultratech commissioned a greenfield clinker plant with a capacity of 2.5 million tons per annum and a cement grinding facility with 1.75 million tons per annum capacity in Dhar, Madhya Pradesh. Next, employment opportunities in India. The Indian cement industry in India consists of organized and unorganized sector. Organized sector constitutes the cement producing industries, while the main players of the unorganized sector are the regional and the local cement producing units in various states. Job opportunities are available in the organized and the unorganized sector. In most cases, one needs to have some type of expertise in architecture in order to get a job in this sector. There are many opportunities for site engineers, packing engineer, shift in charge, surveyors, geologists, contractors, supervisors and other posts. And government initiatives in India. In order to help the private sector companies in the industry, the government has been approving their investment schemes. Some such initiatives by the government in the recent past are as follows. Enhanced interest deduction up to rupees 3,50,000 for purchase of an affordable house. The union budget has allocated rupees 139 billion, that is 1.93 US billion dollars for urban regeneration mission and Amrut and smart cities mission. Government infrastructure pushed combined with housing for all and smart cities mission and Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is going to boost the cement demand in the country. The move is expected to boost the demand of the cement from the housing segment. As per Union Budget 2019-2020, the government is expected to upgrade 1,25,000 kilometers of the road length over the next 5 years. And next, pollution control. India is undergoing a sudden surge of industrialization in the last few decades, which has led to the economic and social development of India. As a developing nation, coupled with high rate of urban migrating to the big cities, hence besides steel production and power generation, cement production is the important industry in India. Due to increase in demand for cement in the construction industries, such as Indian economic and social growth is confronted with degrading air quality. The major pollutant to air from cement production are methane, fume, dust, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, carbon oxide and carbon dioxide, which are responsible for global warming potential, which can harm the environment and are also harmful to human and plant health. Top companies of cement production in India. it has consolidated capacity of 117.35 million tons per annum, and it has 25 grinding units and 20 integrated plants and 7 bulk terminals and 1 clinkerization plant. Total income of rupees 42,076 crore in the financial year 2019 and rupees 21,313.26 crore in the first half of financial year 2020. This is the largest manufacturer of ready-mix concrete in India. And UltraTech Cement Limited is the largest manufacturer of grey cement and ready-mix concrete and white cement in India. It is also one of the leading cement manufacturers globally. UltraTech has a brand embodies strength, reliability, and innovation. Together, these attributes inspire engineers to stretch the limits of their imagination to create homes, buildings, and structures that define the new India. The company has a consolidated capacity of 102.75 million tons per annum of grey cement. The cement has 20 integrated plants, 1 clinkerization plant, and 26 grind units and 7 bulk terminals. Its operations span over India, UAE, Bahrain, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. It is also India's largest exporter of cement, reaching out to meet the demand in countries around the Indian Ocean and the Middle East. In the white cement segment, UltraTech goes to the market under the brand name of Birla White. It has a white cement plant with a capacity of 0.68 million tons per annum and 2 wall-care putty plants. And UltraTech is established under the Grasim's first cement plant at Jawad in Madhya Pradesh in the year 1980. And coming to Shree Cements, this is the second largest producer of cement in India with a capacity of 37.9 million tons, total consolidated income of 12,804.41 crores in financial year 2019 and 6,417.83 crores in the first half of financial year 2020 and ranks in second in terms of cement capacity. And Shree Cement Limited is a cement company. The company principal product services are cement and clinker. The company's manufacturing operations are spread over North and East India across approximately 6 states. It has cement production capacity of approximately 25.6 million tons per annum. The company has operations in Rajasthan, Uttarakhand, Bihar, Haryana, Chhattisgarh, and Uttar Pradesh. The company's brand includes Shree, Jung Rodhak Cement, and Bangur and Rockstrong. The company also operates a separate trading division catering to third-party buyers and sellers. It produces synthetic gypsum to replace use of natural gypsum in cement manufacturing, and on the name of Shree Global Pte. Ltd. is the subsidiary of the company. The company was incorporated in the year 1979, 25th October at Jaipur. And the third most manufacturing company in India is ACC, Associated Cement Company. The company was founded in 1936. The Lafarge Holcim Group is the parental company, which has a presence in 80 countries around the world. This cement branch has a total production capacity of 33.4 million tons per annum. And ACC Cement is equipped with 17 cement plants and 50 plus ready-mix concrete plants. It is headquartered in Mumbai and it has 6,700 plus employees and a brand known for having the biggest cement plant in India. That is Wadi Cement Plant. This is the biggest cement plant in India. And the top 4th manufacturing company of cement in India is Ambuja Cements. It has 5 integrated cement manufacturing plants, 8 cement grinding units, and total income of 26,412.38 crore in 2018 and 20,462.64 crore in the first 9 months of 2019. And this is the most trusted brand in Indian cement industry. Ambuja Cements Limited is an India-based holding company which is engaged in the manufacture of clinkers and cement. This company operates through cement and cement-related product segment. The company has a wide range of products for the business to business and retail markets. The company products Ambuja Plus Roof Special is suited for construction roofs and slabs. The company also co-owns 2 brands in micro materials category. These include Alcofine, which includes a range of micro slag particles, and Dirt Pojocrete, superfine fly ash. Alcofine micromaterials are used in construction projects such as metro rails, dams, roads, flyovers, bridges, and tunnels. And coming to CCI, CCI means Cement Corporation of India. This is an Indian government company, was incorporated as a company wholly owned by Government of India on 18 January 1965 with a principal objective of achieving self-sufficient in cement production. The authorized and pay-up capital of the company is 900 crores and 811.41 crores respectively. CCI is at present having 3 operating units with an installed capacity of 14.46 lakh metric tons per annum. In line with the advancement in the cement technology, CCI had been adopting the latest one with the 1 million ton plants at Tandur, Bokjan unit at Assam in under expansion. CCI manufactures various types of cements like PPC, that is Portland Pozzolana cement, and Portland slag cement, and ordinary Portland cement of varying grades, usually 33, 43, 53 and 53S. What is 53S? This is a special grade cement for manufacturing of sleepers for Indian Railways and under strictly controlled with a brand name of CCI cement. CCI produces 6.34 lakh metric tons of cement with net profit of 6.35 crores and a total revenue of 348.39 crores in the year 2018-2019 is achieved. And coming to next topic, total contribution to economy and sales. A total of 210 large cement plants together account for 410 million tons of installed capacity in the country, while 350 mini cement plants make up the rest. Of the total 210 large cement plants in India, 77 are located in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan and Tamil Nadu. And coming to domestic and export share in India. India exports of cement, clinker and asbestos cement increased at a compound annual growth rate of 10.54% between financial year 2012 to 2020 as of April to July 2019 to reach 177.93 million US dollars. During the same period, imports of cement, clinker and asbestos cement increased at a compound annual growth rate of 7.99% to 57.61 million US dollars in the financial year 2020. To enhance the source of capital for infrastructure financing, credit guarantee enhancement corporation, for which regulators have been notified by the RBI, will set up in 2019-20. FDI inflow in industry related to manufacturing of cement and gypsum products reached 5.28 billion US dollars between April 2000 and September 2019. And coming to latest developments in India, the government of India is strongly focused on infrastructure development to boost economic growth and in aiming for 100 smart cities. The government also intends to expand the capacity of the railways and the facilities for handling and storage to ease the transport of cement and reduce transportation costs. These measures would lead to increased construction activity, thereby boosting cement demand. As per the Union Budget 2019-2020, government is expected to upgrade 125,000 kilometers of road length over the next 5 years. And this is today's topic, friends. Hope you understand the Indian statistics. And this is my concept, friends. My name is Harish Kumar. Thanks for watching, friends. Like and share to your friends and subscribe to our channel. And please comment below how is this video. And I will be back with an interesting topic, friends. Till then, bye. This is Harish signing off.